All right. So INFJs and the news. First of all, you guys, I think it is all too easy for INFJs to get depressed by it. I think it is all too easy for INFJs to fall into an NITI loop where we're disproportionately leaning on our introverted functions and thinking of every single possible negative thing that could go wrong. But here's the thing about it, and this is where the subject takes an unexpected turn. By the way, the INFJ is the advocate. Okay, so let's connect it and see if you can see where I'm going here with this. The INFJ, also known as the advocate, may feel almost called upon by either their convictions or their value system, perhaps even maybe their spiritual or religious beliefs, or even their political beliefs. They may feel called upon to advocate for a particular cause. And if the INFJ is of a very strong humanitarian bent, if the INFJ feels that passionately in their heart that they should fight for a cause that is relevant to everything going on in the news, then in that particular case, I think that the INFJ might have to watch the news. That because just to stay informed about the events, I would venture to say that the way an INFJ reacts to the news is largely dependent on how emotionally and seriously invested they are in everything that's going on in society. I mean, if an INFJ just doesn't want to have any part of it, which is totally your right to do, then I can see the INFJ just reacting like, who cares? Screw it, right? I didn't even vote. I stayed home on election day. I'm not going to participate in this. There's no point. And INFJ, if you do that, I'm not judging you, okay? I get it, all right? But I suspect that there are a lot of INFJs, and on this channel too, that have extremely ardent and serious convictions about, some of the things that are going on in the world. And maybe you feel, as an advocate, called upon in some sense to fight for or stand up for your perspective, your belief as it relates to the events of the news. If you're going to do that, I would just remind you again, INFJ, take care of yourself. It is so easy for INFJs to work themselves to exhaustion for a cause that they believe in. All right. Also, I would say make sure that you're certain that that's the direction that you want to go. All right. And I still, even if you are involved in the political and the news and all that kind of stuff, I would say that still having a balance is important, because I can watch news for hours at a time, and then other times I have to turn it off and leave it alone for days at a time sometimes, because if I watch too much news, it will me personally, I will get overwhelmed and exhausted. What do you guys think about INFJs and how we react to the news? Go ahead and share your thoughts in the comments on this. Be careful not to trigger the YouTube algorithm. All right. If you say anything, say whatever you want. I'm just saying, if you say anything too controversial, then, don't be surprised if YouTube deletes your comment. All right. But within the confines of what you're allowed to say, I guess, on YouTube, go ahead and speak your mind. I'm open to hearing your perspective on it. I love you guys. This is totally open discussion. And I made this video more from, an introductory perspective for myself to kind of, connect with you guys, reach out to you guys to see how you are gauging the news as an INFJ and what your reaction to it is. So this isn't just as much of me, coming from a place of telling you how INFJs react to the news. That's part of it. But I also want to hear from you guys as INFJs, how you react to the news, because it helps me to understand these dynamics better. Thank you for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button and like button on your way out. Maybe we'll do a part 2 or 3 or 4 on this in the future. Talk to you in the next video. Take care.